And welcome back. If you're just joining us, you missed an epic finish to a Game 9 where Dark Wolves took out Coalition Zoo in a very nail-biting finish.
Yeah, definitely right down to the wire, 5-4.
Definitely.
Himmelsdorf, the remainder, or the tiebreaker map, I guess, coming out there. Went the way of Dark Wolves, unsurprisingly, after you've just said that's the way it went. So, anyway, heading into the next map here, or the next matchup, rather, B Gaming Team Efficiency. This one, I think, is going to be another close one here coming out. Both these teams sitting very close together on the ladder.
Yeah.
We've seen both these teams pick up a win yesterday. I would expect, probably, that, it's hard to call this one, right? Because Team Efficiency, a couple of weeks ago, we saw them look fantastic. This week, they didn't look so good. B Gaming yesterday looked amazing. They 5-0'd TCZ. So, I think coming into this one, the form maybe for B Gaming is just a little bit better. But Team Efficiency definitely have the opportunity or the potential to be able to pick up a win.
Yeah, I'm curious to see just what is ailing Team Efficiency right now because, like you said, they've been playing so well throughout the entire season. But lately, a little bit of cracks in the armor, a little bit of faulty foundations here, seeing them go up a narrow win in a 5-4 yesterday where they're third on the ladder. These guys should be playing a little bit better than that. So see if B Gaming can utilize some of those exploits and
I definitely think they can. I really do. I think B Gaming coming into this one have looked very strong yesterday, like I said. So having a look across at their lineup here, there's a lot of strong tankers on this one. Kyung Power, Till Till, obviously we like to talk about him a lot with all those boosts playing in those scout tanks very often. And actually, B Gaming did just overtake Team Efficiency from yesterday, so now they're in, I guess, Team Efficiency's third position, right?
Oh, there you go.
Overall, I think this is a good opportunity here for Team of Efficiency, not only to get a bit of a revenge, but also to, just get that sort of mental edge over B Gaming.
Like you said, a lot of bigger names coming out of here, like Kyung Power does so well. Just able to always live on the brink of death, get the damage out, and seem to find himself in safety once again. But it's going to be a very difficult battle for Team Efficiency here if they want to take it to B Gaming, who played a very impressive game yesterday.
Yeah, they had a pretty, easy game over Coalition Zoo. They looked much better than Coalition Zoo did. And, when they've played with that kind of form this week already, and Team Efficiency did struggle a little bit over Horseman, it does make me think that Team Efficiency is going to struggle here. But obviously, we could potentially see the Team Efficiency that we saw a couple of weeks ago. And coming into this one, I think there are a few players, of course, to look at there on that lineup who are coming strong.
Well, let's have a look at the heavy hitters from Team Efficiency here and see what they'll be bringing to the table in terms of lineup. Of course, you got Bolognese, Dexter, the primarily scout player here. Just to name a few.
Party and Safi, of course, ones to look out for here as well. And they've had a couple of changes. I don't think they had someone in yesterday for Skell, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see that coming out again today. Or potentially Skell's going to be back. I'm not so sure. But definitely yesterday they did struggle a little bit. At least they were able to come back from behind and take it back to the 5-4 and really overtake Horseman in that sense where, it looked like Horseman probably should have closed out that series in regular time. But yeah. A good show from Team Efficiency to at least show that they can come back from behind, which is not something that we had tended to see from them. So, a little bit more shown, I guess, from Team Efficiency yesterday. But again, still, I'm going to favor B Gaming into this one. I think overall, it should be B Gaming 5-3.
Sure.
Somewhere around that sort of a mark.
Well, it's a hard series to predict because both these teams have shown impeccable tanking in the past, and it's only really Team Efficiency that have been slouching a little bit. Team Efficiency have been slouching a little bit where B Gaming are on the up and up. So I think you're on the right track here with saying that B Gaming are going to come out of the gate swinging hard.
Definitely an interesting matchup as well, considering the last time that we saw these teams play against each other, it was a 5-4 in the favor of Team Efficiency. So another one of those that goes for the long haul, essentially. In that case, Team Efficiency was able to pick up the victory. But today, at least in the last couple of weeks, it just feels like B Gaming are a little bit more on the ball than what Team Efficiency are.
Well, it makes sense. They've been looking very, very good here, and their players, especially the star players, have really been shining out at Tomato GP as well. In that roster has just been putting in the work when it matters and when it counts. So it's really hard to find somewhere for this Team Efficiency to hit on this B Gaming roster and abuse that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think looking across at the map pool as well, both teams have their maps which they like, they have maps which they dislike, and they don't really overlap all that much as well. So if we have a look at the maps that have actually been picked up today, Prokhorovka, the first one coming out there, that's probably going to favor team efficiency a little bit, I feel, even though B Gaming are the ones that have picked that one. Like, just statistically speaking, in the past, team efficiency have been quite strong on Prokhorovka. It's one of their better maps. That and Ruinberg, I suppose, which we're not going to be seeing. So I think they really need to come out strong here on Prokhorovka to start off with.
I agree with you on that one, and we saw the game just before. If you do leave your grille unattended, two things can go wrong, so you got to make sure that all the essentially holes are sealed off, especially when you're going to play very heavy on one side of the map here. So I don't think either of these teams have those type of exploits available to them for each other, so I'm sure that basic problems aren't going to be what ails these guys. I'm sure it's going to be more just getting outplayed or maybe outmind gamed.
Yeah, definitely. Like, both these teams are very strong teams currently in our region, and both these teams very much vying for that top 4 position as well. So another important match for these guys to get a win over such a strong opponent is, of course, going to really be a boost. And not only does it boost your own points, it really denies points from your opponent, which is also as important, because one's going to go up, one's going to go down. So it's obviously a good situation here for whichever one can pick up the victory. If it goes to a tiebreaker, not quite as good, but still getting that extra point could be enough.
And when you're that close on the leaderboard to one another, every point matters. So we've seen a lot of close games in terms of leaderboard positioning tonight. So these guys are really going to be vying for that win. But let's have a look at the tank lineups to see what they'll be rolling out with on Prokhorovka.
Yeah, not an easy one to pronounce.
No, it is not.
No, but in terms of tank picks, we're going to be seeing some relatively standard stuff coming out. The T62A, a little bit surprising from B Gaming. We don't see that all that much here in APAC, but it is picked enough for it to not be a huge sort of out of left field tank pick here. STB1 for team efficiency makes sense. Defensive setup coming out for team efficiency is a little bit lighter than the offensive setup that B Gaming have got here. So I think maybe the IS-7 is going to be placed on towards the western flag.
Could work.
Getting a bit of a hold down position, maybe with the RU-251 as well in a bush on the flag and putting a bit of pressure on that way. But we'll have to see what B Gaming do as we head into Prokhorovka.
Yeah, the main point of contention here, both the hills, of course, and that train line. That small little hill, it doesn't look like much, but forcing your tank over that halfway mark and becoming a massive target can really spell disaster if not done correctly and without a goal in mind.
Yeah, definitely. So, for the moment, it looks like team efficiency are going to be heading to the one flag, which is not particularly surprising considering that IS-7, but similarly, B Gaming have read the situation well. They've decided to put their defensive setup on this side of the map. Lod is going to get a lot of spots.
You're a brave man, Lod.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, he knows that he can get up there, get those spots across, and duck back down. If he had taken a shot or two, it probably would have been worth it just for that information as well. So he's going to be happy with how that one turned out. He's spotted a lot of those B Gaming players, and now you can see team efficiency starting to make use of that.
Yeah, Keon Power just doing work, getting the shots out, and Tomato JP in the front line. You can see T4 moving up in that 111 round to the left of them, trying to get some of the angles down and ready, and Lod, he's just gone full retreat all the way to the back of that one. Dexter moving up to the hill to ensure that none of the team efficiency members are going for a sneaky little push, and he's going to get a lot of spotting out from that as well.
Just by the way, team efficiency is actually the red team here. For some reason, the scoreboard's displaying the wrong way. So at the moment, actually, B Gaming are off to a little bit better of a start, and they're on the attack as opposed to the defense, like I thought.
Sure. You can see Bohan taking a bit of damage here. Tomato JP takes a shot for his troubles as well, so you can see Safi just driving on through Hoonan, if you will. But both teams want to make sure they can capture their respective objectives or defend, if you will.
Yeah, so team efficiency, they've set up across towards that 2 flag for the moment, and B Gaming have got control, essentially, of the western side of the map. It's looking pretty good for them now that they've managed to do a little bit of damage across to Party and Bohan. I mean, Tomato JP's taken a little bit as well, but if we see that IS-7 get in on towards that that one flag sooner or later, I think we're going to be in a good position here for B Gaming, and you can see Utori now making his way in that direction.
Might be the first one on the hill. Moore takes a lot of damage for his trouble, 863 to be exact, so was that information worth it? We'll have to see. Party just narrowly making his way up over Taki. Might be able to spot him out. Ooh, the shot narrowly goes wide there as Otori is on that one cap.
It is going to be a little difficult now for the team efficiency players to get the reset here onto Otori because, you know, not only do they actually have to cross those tracks and get into the cap, they also have to manage to actually penetrate the IS-7. And in this position where he's in, he can really abuse that turret armor that the IS-7 has. So we're going to be seeing a few shots ding unless team efficiency can really get in there and get some good shots across to the hull of the IS-7, which is not always the easiest task considering the hill that he's going to be sitting under here. So Gamer in that 113, he's probably going to have to be the one to do that. But I like that team efficiency are not letting this sort of take, you know, they're not letting that timer tick down too much. Dexter has moved forward here quickly to try and get some information on the B Gaming players, and team efficiency now are starting to set up for their defense.
Oh, Dexter takes a huge chunk of damage there, so he's going to have to retreat off of that one. Otori just sitting on the hill, still trying to cap that one away. 50 seconds left. Till taking a bit of flack for his troubles. They do get the reset though, and Dexter, he's smoking right now. 14 HP left.
Yeah, he's not exactly in the best of positions here in that RU-251, but again, this is kind of his job. He is just supposed to get in there, get that information for his team, and potentially he is going to go down, but even if he does, at least he's been able to allow team efficiency to get some knowledge as to where B Gaming are set up here.
Otori back on the cap here, running the time down. 6 seconds left in the game, but 85 on the cap. But Gamer's in the position where all he has to do is poke over, take a shot at Otori, and should be all good as health pool does favor B Gaming at the moment, where team efficiency can't seem to find a way in.
Team efficiency just for the moment struggling to just really, like you say, get in towards that side of the map. We can see Safi has joined Dexter down there in towards the southern part of the map here, but I think Party, he needs to come forward in that STB1 and really put some pressure on the northern part of this map because Gamer at the moment doesn't have all that much backup, and now we've seen the RU-251 of Lod join Otori on that cap circle, and now he's going to have to beat both of those tanks from B Gaming getting reset. Yeah,
this is going to have to be the push from team efficiency. You can see 5 tanks mustering up a ragtag squadron trying to come on in through and disrupt that. Lod takes a shot, but the cap's still ticking down. 14 seconds left. This is going to force Gamer's hand. He needs to find out, get the shot onto Otori, but 5 seconds left. Otori, he is able to ding one. That's going to be huge if they want to secure this first round. 2 seconds left. Gamer, he needs to go for this one. 0 seconds left. Unfortunately, he dings it, and that's going to be it. B Gaming. Wow.
Well, that's what happens. Team efficiency not able to get the reset.
Caught sleeping.
Exactly, and to be honest, that's exactly the situation that B Gaming wanted to find on that map. They had the IS-7, they knew where they wanted to go with it, they went straight in towards there, they got control of the western part of the map. It was so difficult for team efficiency to get in there and get that reset across that, of course, again, you can see how that one turned out. B Gaming pick up the win.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. Did any tanks even die? No, we saw some get low, but
I don't think anyone actually died.
Yeah, it was a crazy game to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's how it sometimes can turn out there on Prokhorovka. Like, we have seen that situation happen a couple of times before where the IS-7 has got in towards that one cap and has been so difficult to reset there. So, of course, a little troublesome, I suppose, there for team efficiency there. But, you know, I guess it's not all too bad for them. A 1-1 here on Prokhorovka. Like I said, it probably favors a little bit towards team efficiency, but I think a 1-1, you know, it's not going to be a bad result for either team here.
Well, that was a game that was just pretty much snatched from under their feet. Unfortunately, Gamer, he couldn't make the shots connect. As we do go over to the replays now and have a look at just what went wrong. Apparently, my English is what's going wrong right now. But
yeah,
as you can see, team efficiency, they were struggling to get in onto the one cap here. Dexter, he just got blown to smithereens straight off the back, and he was kind of the defining factor. And Gamer just dinging a few too many shots. Otori, look at that. I think the shot comes in and just doesn't connect.
Yeah, he didn't manage to actually penetrate it here, and that's the trouble. Like, it's so hard to penetrate an IS-7 when it's in that position, when he's playing it very well. And yeah, like, what can you do, really? You just have to try and fire at the front of it.
Shoot and hope, right?
Exactly.
Cross your fingers.
It didn't work out. Did not work out in the end there. So overall, I think the post-battle stats are not going to be too impressive, to be honest. We're not going to see all that much damage coming out. Kankan Power did a bit, 2,000 in his bat chat there, but really, like, the damage in that battle, like that, it didn't really matter. I mean, maybe we need to look at Gamer's results and see how much damage he managed to get off, because he would have fired 3 or 4 shots at that IS-7. But I think he didn't manage to get the damage that he needed at the right times, right?
But yeah, that was a no-kill game. Unless some of the guys just got the last hits here, but
no
yes, a completely no-kill game. So we're talking about pacifism earlier on. No one actually going down in that game. So
Bolognese and Dexter didn't even manage to get any damage across. So
yeah, we mentioned that the side of Team Efficiency, they just couldn't find an avenue in, and B Gaming, very tight-knit defense here.
It's pretty impressive there from B Gaming to pull that off, but again, like, it's not entirely out of the blue. We have seen that happen again and again and again on Prokhorovka.
Yeah.
So, that's the strategy that they executed. It worked out very well for them. But Team Efficiency, they're not going to be too bothered by that.
No.
They're aware that, that happens. Like, it happens like that. So, coming into the second half here, Team Efficiency will have a bit more of an opportunity to dictate how the play goes.
Sure.
Being on the attacking side, they can choose when they want to fight. They can choose what strategy they want to employ here. I mean, we have seen Team Efficiency employ the exact same strategy that B Gaming did there, so it wouldn't be particularly surprising to see them pick up an IS-7 here heading into the second half.
Well, it paid off immensely well for B Gaming, so like you said, wouldn't be a surprise to see. So if they can do it to similar effect, there's no reason that they can't take the game, probably not in a 0-kill game, but maybe force the hand of B Gaming a little bit more aggressive than they would like to be in that scenario here. So as we are getting into game number 2, we'll have a look at the lineups that both these guys will be rolling out with.
So, Team 125 coming out there from B Gaming. No IS-7 for Team Efficiency, so potentially they might head to or try for a different strategy. I mean, the 113 as well can be put onto that one flag, but I tend to think that the IS-7 is probably a little bit better of a choice in that situation. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is just a little bit harder to get through the IS-7 than it is to get through the 113. But overall, pretty decent lineups for both of these teams. B Gaming going to be coming into this one on the defensive side. I'd say the T125 just going to be trying to peek around on that sort of train tracks line and use that turret armor to its advantage.
You can see maybe the one flag going to be a strat once again, but it looks like both teams will be answering here. Lod, once again, going to be flirting with danger right now. Just goes up, gets a spot onto Dexter and more, and gets himself to safety. Kyung Power now. First line of defense for B Gaming. Shots going through. Bohan can't seem to find it, though.
Yeah, I mean, unsurprising. It's not an easy shot to hit.
Yeah.
When a IU2 Bat Chat, I thought it was an IU251 because that's what he played last time.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, same deal basically. The Bat Chat driving around pretty quick, small profile, not an easy shot to hit there. And again, some early information there for B Gaming as to what Team Efficiency are doing. And at the moment, Team Efficiency are just playing relatively safe here. And B Gaming, they look like they might be walking into this because look at how aggressive they're being on the western side of the map.
Could be bad to see if Team Efficiency can punish them here, but B Gaming, they are moving quite far up past the defensive line of scrimmage here, maybe trying to catch out one or two Team Efficiency members left lingering, maybe predicting a rotation here and seeing if they can catch someone on the flank. Party is quite far away. They might be able to spot him off in the distance should any of them look out for it. But
yeah, they'll have to crest that little ridge there, and Dexter in the meanwhile, he's driving around on towards the eastern side of the map. I don't think Team Efficiency are going to get too punished for this, although Gamer, he's actually in a pretty poor position right now. He's taken a lot of damage. I thought they were going to get out a little bit quicker, but unfortunately for Team Efficiency, not going to be the case. And the SCB-1 of Kyung Power is again going to find the initial frag.
Well, the train tracks of safety not providing him a safe haven just yet, so the 113 of Gamer does get taken out. Very early advantage to B Gaming once again. Going to be moving back to that one cap to ensure that Team Efficiency can't catch them with their pants down.
Yeah, but B Gaming have essentially succeeded in what they set out to do there, and it was to get a pick. They identified that Team Efficiency were out of position, and they took advantage of that and picked up that early kill onto Gamer. And to be honest, overall, it is seeming like B Gaming, are just looking a little bit better in this matchup. They just feel like, they're reading the play a little bit better. They look like they have the advantage overall. So this is troublesome signs early on here for Team Efficiency. B
Gaming just being very proactive here, and Team Efficiency can't seem to find an answer for that one. So they've lost one of their main tanks right now. So you can see that Dexter in the RU-251 just going to be hiding behind a little bit of foliage here. Not the most substantial of cover, but does add to the camo rating. So he will be starting the countdown. This is going to force the hand of B Gaming here, and
Yeah, I don't think B Gaming are going to mind this too much either, to be honest. Like,
Sure.
they'll be more than happy to engage a fight when they need to, because they have the tank advantage, they have the HP advantage, and when the time comes, when they take that fight, they should be able to win it as long as they play it correctly.
You can see Safi up in the top. Lod's there also, so we might be seeing a little bit of another cheeky peek from Lod, who has been doing a great job of that so far. Vittori and T4 just inching further and further over that halfway mark. Bolognese is watching like a hawk right now.
Yeah.
Laser sights. Lasers didn't exist back in the day, but figuratively.
Yep.
Laser focused.
I don't know, though. I don't know how this is going to work out for team efficiency. They're really going to need to put a lot of pressure on B Gaming when they try and cross. And you can see Kyung Power is actually able to get a shot into Dexter there. Resets that cap timer. And again, you know, what very little pressure was on the shoulders of B Gaming has essentially been lifted here.
These two have just been dancing around each other like ships in the night. No idea that they're on either side right now, but maybe just too afraid to go for the fight. But Dexter been taking some poke here, down to about 450 health, so he's got to watch out if he wants to try and get back on that cap. And Bolognese takes a shot. Kyun Power has just been doing a great job of inching over the line, using the terrain and the artificial terrain in the form of the train there to his advantage. Safi tries to take more than he's allowed to and takes a shot from Lod in the back.
B Gaming are just playing this one so well. Kyun Power, as you mentioned already, he is putting so much damage in towards these team efficiency players. This is why you see the STB1 picked up here, the T1 10E5 picked up here. They're both so good in that position that Kyun Power is playing, getting shots underneath those trains, right in towards your opponent, and being very safe in doing so as well. Because of that really good gun depression that they have, they don't have to show a lot of their profile to their opponents, and they're able to, well, not even trade. They just get a free shot. They peek, they take the shot, they fall back, no worries at all. And now, you know, you can see team efficiency just bleeding all this damage. And before this match started, we said Kyun Power is the one to watch. Once again, he's the first one to pick up a kill here. He's going to be doing a lot of the damage across to team efficiency at the moment. And, you know, he's being such a key player here for B Gaming right now.
See if Vittori can find something onto Bolognese, who gets dropped very, very low, down to about 11 health at the moment. So he's got to watch out. One stray bullet going to take him out. I'm sure even the dirt coming off a shot in the ground would be enough at this stage to get in his gears and clog him up. So he's got to be really careful. Lod's inching further. Kyun Power as well, been playing a heck of a game too.
Yeah, B Gaming have just really put themselves in a fantastic position here. Like they've played the slow game, they played the poke game, but it has worked out so very well for them. After that initial pick, team efficiency, you know, losing that initial player, they just haven't been able to have any sort of momentum or any sort of control over this game at all. B Gaming have played this one how they wanted to, and look at how this has gone, really. Team efficiency are just getting slowly but steadily ripped apart.
Yeah, forcing the hand here. They had no other way to but just straight out try and fight B Gaming. But when you're that far behind the result, not too surprising here. More should get taken down by a well-placed shot from one of the B Gaming members. Safi just washing off his tank right now. Hopefully get some of the dirt out of his treads for next map.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and forget about this one here on Prokhorovka.
Washing away his troubles.
Yeah, trying to at least. Yeah, look, for B Gaming to 2-0 this one, I think that's a really good start into this. It's pretty obvious to say, obviously, considering that's the best result they can get. But considering it was a map that I felt like team efficiency had a pretty good shot at, to see B Gaming 2-0 this one, it's been fantastic for them. Heading on to Ghost Town as the second map, you know, I think that one favors B Gaming. So, you know, we could see ourselves in a pretty good position here for B Gaming after the first couple of maps. But, I mean, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's just watch Safi have, well, not a very good time of
just get straight
the
rammed.
last few minutes.
Taken down, just using the movement and weight of the tank to finish that one off. But very well played from B Gaming. They're playing really, really well. Like,
they are.
Constantly forcing the hand of Team Efficiency, who seem a bit under the weather at the moment.
Yeah, look, team efficiency, again, not looking, you know, like the fantastic team efficiency that we saw a couple of weeks ago. So at the moment, it seems like B Gaming really reading that play very well, getting the information that they need, making the correct decisions, and just in general, playing very much better strategically speaking, than Team Efficiency are.
Let's take a quick look at how that game played out and just what B Gaming are doing that are causing Team Efficiency to really struggle here. And I think it all starts with that pick onto Gamer.
Yeah, that initial rotate, they got themselves in
So
such
smart.
good positions here. Gamer, he had no way of getting out of here alive, and just, you know, obviously didn't work out for Team
Cinematic.
Efficiency. Yeah, it is kind of cinematic. Not a shot that we get all that often, but I like it. I do like it. And Bolognese here, he was basically at the wrong end of Kyungkam Power's shells for the majority of that game and did get taken down pretty soon afterwards.
Tomato lining up the shot. He shoots, he scores. More goes down, and imagine this last clip is going to be Safi just getting straight rammed.
Yep, you'd be right. Not much he could do about this situation here. So B Gaming to start off 2-0. They put themselves in a very good spot there on Prokhorovka. And I mean, just the way they went about that 2-0 as well. Like I said, they looked like they understood the game better than Team Efficiency.
Yeah, they looked a cut above right there. There was really at no point in that did Team Efficiency look like they were playing World of Tanks to any level that could compete against B Gaming, because straight out of the gates from that attacking point, B Gaming, without even killing a tank, that's something you don't see very often, winning a game without drawing a single kill. That's quite rare. So being able to do that not only says that they have the accuracy on point, but also the strategic mind on point. Being able to just straight out beat your opponent through superior decision-making and strategy, it's a pretty demanding feat.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a good start here for B Gaming. Let's have a look at the damage stats, though, for Prokhorovka there. Kyungkam Power. I don't think it's going to surprise anyone.
Oh, wow.
He's up the top.
A lot of power from that one. And this game, a much more bloodthirsty game here, as you can see. Tomato, GP, Atori, and a lot of the members of B Gaming in that top 7. 5 to be exact. Safi and more, unfortunately, couldn't do enough to keep their team in the game here. So props to them regardless. Safi doing a lot of damage in that bat chat.
Well, that's what you expect to see. I mean, you want your bat chats to be doing the most damage there. And I mean, across the board, once we get onto the second half of this page here, we're going to see Team Efficiency. This is where really we have to look at, because you know, those players that aren't necessarily contributing as much, they're going to be the ones that you have to really talk about. Gaiman in the 113, Bolognese, Bohan, they all didn't really contribute enough. Dexter in the RU251, you can make an excuse for. He was trying to, you know, sit on that cap. He's in the tier 8
He's
tank,
doing his job,
so
right?
He's essentially doing his job, but the other guys aren't. They need to be putting damage across, and they just weren't.
No, I think you're right. It's hard to really falter Dexter on that one when you're the probably squishiest tank available, and you've got these big guys trying to protect you, and all they're doing is getting shut down. There's not a lot you can really do but just sit and hope and think, hey, maybe the next map will go a little bit better.
Yeah, well, hopefully. Yeah. And speaking of the next map, it's going to be Ghost Town here. And it is actually Team Efficiency's pick. It's really weird how these picks have gone, to be honest. Like,
it's been a weird night.
Prokhorovka coming into that, I would have said it felt like Team Efficiency had the advantage on it. Obviously not the case, we can see. But coming here onto Ghost Town, which is Team Efficiency's pick this time, it feels like B Gaming have the advantage. So it's actually a very good map for B Gaming. They've got like a 70% win rate on it overall. So I expect they shouldn't have too much trouble here up against Team Efficiency, who are, well, not too comfortable on it, let's say that.
Without further ado, let's have a look at what they'll be rolling into Ghost Town with. And Team Efficiency have maybe changed up all things here in the
T54 E1's coming out. That's a little strange. We have seen that come out a couple of times here in APAC, but it's typically not the tank you'd see picked up. We tend to see something maybe like a T10 if they're going to go for double T9, or even the double bat chat 25T AP. An AMX 30B as well is surprising from B Gaming, so everyone sort of innovating at the moment, I suppose. T57 Heavy from B Gaming, that's good to see. It's been quite a decent performer here on Ghost Town in particular. Has a very good win rate in general on APAC, so good to see both these lineups looking relatively decent, although I'm questioning how those T54 E1s are going to go. Last time we saw it, though, they performed pretty well, so we'll see how they go this time.
Ghost Town, a very interesting map. We see a lot of fights kind of around those cornerstones, maybe on the step-ups as well, so it all comes down to who can get those early shots off and really force the enemy team into a bad position, and that's what B Gaming have kind of been cornerstoning here.
Definitely. I mean, Team Efficiency on the attack here, it's not their greatest map. They've only got a 40% win rate on Ghost Town attack, 40% on Ghost Town defense as well. So here for B Gaming on the defense, they have a 75% win rate. So this side, this half of the map that we see coming out right now, in my opinion, very much favours B Gaming. I think they should be able to pick this one up without too much difficulty. They started off well with a bit of damage onto Party there too. But we'll see how team efficiency go. I mean, they've played Ghost Town quite a bit, so potentially it's, time for them to adapt.
Oh, you can see an early hill for team efficiency here, sending 2 members, Bohan and Gamer, in, just trying to force the hand of B Gaming. But we've seen this before, and it does not work out well. You do not want to make the Beast angry because they come in and they come in strong. So we'll have to see if B Gaming can get some of the resets here. Lod making his way around. Can't seem to find it just yet. 35 seconds, but that's a lot of time to play with, especially when you have 7 tanks alive and kicking.
Yeah, and the problem that I have with this 2 flag, the problem with Alex agrees with me, is that there's so many different angles which you can get shot from here for the resets, and you're going to see that come out here once again from B Gaming. They've got those northern guys, they've got the southern guys here, and it's just not a great situation for team efficiency. They get easily reset, although T4 has committed a little bit too much into this. So team efficiency, they get a lot of damage onto him, but now they are starting to push this advantage. They've really read this well. Team efficiency taking the numbers advantage and trying to play that. They get the first pick. They've got T4 very low as well, and I don't know if B Gaming are going to be able to come back into this.
Oh, threads the needle. Tori takes out Gamer there, but now Lod in a little bit of trouble. T4 and Tiltil Matil making for the flank. Moore tries to take him down, can't find it just yet. Tacky just on the side will be providing backup to Lod, but here comes Kyun Power, but he does have a little bit of a unwelcoming party here, but it may be a little bit too late for team efficiency. They're going down quite fast here. Moore goes down, so does T4, so this is an absolute bloodbath.
Yeah, those AMX 50Bs at B Gaming just got to the fight a little bit earlier than the team efficiency AMX 50Bs, and you could see that swing really came out there because of that. Now everyone, or all those AMX 50Bs on the reload, so a little bit of a quieter passage of play to come out, but still we've got tanks firing. Party in the AMX 50B here doesn't have long to live. He's going to be taken down by Utori in the AMX 30, and now it's just 2 tanks left alive here for team efficiency. The 113 and the AMX 50B. I think Safi's probably still on the reload here, but as soon as he gets that across, he might be able to pull something off. They actually do take down Tacky, so this is still pretty close. It's actually 2 tier 9s up against 2 tier 10s, although in saying that, it's now 1 tier 10. Safi, he probably isn't going to be able to get the job done here. He could probably take down Utori, but then the T54 E1 is going to come in and probably trade him out.
Yeah, they've just been playing ring around the rosy with one another. Tori, he's alive on 21 HP right now, but
that last shot
Tiltil Matil just going to be going for that reload here before he joins the fighter. Tori trying to go for one more shot. Safi is able to ding it just in time, but his days are numbered right now.
He's going to try and ram Utori there, but it's not going to work out too well when he's driving backwards. He's pretty slow. And Tiltil Matil, once he's off the reload, which now he is, should be able to clean this one up pretty easily. In the end, B Gaming close it out. I mean, it was close, right? And it looked initially pretty good there for team efficiency.
That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
It was, like you said, it was on an absolute knife edge right now. But you mentioned the tanks from team efficiency, they were just too late to the party. They didn't get there in time, and the damage had already been dealt. B Gaming, they were able to get out their autoloaders full clips down, and that just gave the rest of them time to reload.
It still didn't feel as comfortable for me for B Gaming as I thought it would. Like, I thought they would just come in there and roll over that one, to be honest. Like, because they have been so good on the defensive side of Ghost Town here. But team efficiency, they gave it a good crack, heading in towards that 2 flag initially, and really being able to abuse the fact that B Gaming was all split up. That worked out pretty well for them. They just weren't able to get it done in the end.
Well, I'm sure we got some entertaining replays because that was such a bloodbath of a game, but we are going to see kind of the tipping point here. Where it looked like team efficiency had the right call, a great snipe.
Yeah, Utori, that was a fantastic shot to come out.
Look at his positioning as well. He had to throw the needle on that
And this
one.
is where the AMX 50Bs come in for B Gaming. You can see how much more HP efficiency had there, but Tacky and Kyun Power just do so much damage, and Safi and Party, they're just a little bit too late there, not able to get as much damage across as they needed to. And I mean, they both got full clips off, but the B Gaming guys denied damage by destroying tanks, whereas the team efficiency AMX 50Bs there were just putting damage into the back of the B Gaming AMX 50Bs, which were never going to die in the end anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like almost relevant damage. Like, sure, the damage was worthwhile, but you needed to be getting it onto those lower HP tanks and taking those guns out of the battle.
Just the wrong priority on terms of focus fire there. So hopefully coming into the next game on that attack side, they can do a little bit, rather on the defense side, they can mount a stronger defense here and kind of stop B Gaming in their tracks. B Gaming, they're set to completely run away from this, take this game up 4-0, and momentum is in their favor. It's on team efficiency to kind of break the mold here and make a play.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, heading on to the attacking side of Himmelsdorf for B Gaming, they're not as comfortable on that on Ghost Town.
Yeah.
But still, they do feel like they're a bit stronger and more comfortable in general on Ghost Town than Team Efficiency were. Before we get into that, we'll have a look here at the post-battle stats and the AMX 50Bs. It's no surprise to anyone to see them up towards the top there. But Utori, he did a lot of work in that AMX 30. So good stuff from him. And the T54E1 from Till Till Matil also, you can see chiming in there a little bit as well. So, you know, those sort of different picks have worked out pretty well, actually, in the end for B Gaming.
Yeah, B Gaming, they seem to know how to make pretty much anything work, essentially. They just pick it and they think, hey, this looks good right now, let's get in there. But I feel like it's because they are able to converge on one another quite quickly.
The T54E1s for Team Efficiency, on the other hand,
not so much.
Not so much.
So we can see why both of them doing a little bit of damage. At least it's not any of the donuts there, only kills not going through. But kills are quite rare in this game in terms of a high statistic, so
yeah,
it's more about that damage dealt.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, now heading on to the second half here for Ghost Town, I think B Gaming should be able to close this one out.
Sure.
Again, you know, they looked so much better on Prokhorovka, and Efficiency, they looked all right there on Ghost Town, but B Gaming, they just feel like they've got this slight edge, which is going to be enough to pull them through. So, you know, even if we go to a 3-1, it still feels like it's probably going to be a pretty quick wrap-up here for B Gaming regardless.
It's a shame to say, because Team Efficiency, they have looked so strong in the past, and
yeah,
to see them fall so far from grace, it's a little bit of a shame here. So I want to see if they can utilize some of those tools that enable them to be such a force to be reckoned with early on in the season and come out here and give us a competitive game, because, like you said, they are at a position where B Gaming, if they continue to play as they are, they're just going to wipe the floor with them.
It is really looking tough here for Team Efficiency. And like I said, the first time that we saw these two teams play, Team Efficiency actually picked it up 5-4 over B Gaming.
Yeah.
But we have seen sort of a massive resurgence, really, from B Gaming heading into the later stages of this tournament. They have really been on the improvement. And unfortunately for Team Efficiency, they haven't had the best of weeks this week. So you can see it coming out at the moment. And B Gaming are going to be going into this one with, well, like I say, it's a crazy lineup, to be fair, it is, but it's also B Gaming, and we're kind of used to seeing them pick some different tanks. So a mouse here on Ghost Town, that's not particularly unsurprising for B Gaming. I mean, the WZ111s, we've seen them as well quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. Usually it's been EL actually picking them up, but they're coming out here for B Gaming. I like the lineup for B Gaming. I like the lineup as well for Team Efficiency, but I don't know about the T54E1.
I feel like B Gaming, they've kind of proven that they know what they're doing when it comes to these obscure lineups, and it's hard to really bet against them, especially when they have made it work in the past. So you just got to kind of trust with them, especially with Kyun Power on the mouse. He's got to know what he's doing, right?
Well, yeah, we have seen him be one of the key players in this matchup for B Gaming, and putting him on the mouse, we'll see what he can do here. It's B Gaming on the attack, and they do look like they're making their way towards that one flag. I think that's probably not a bad decision. They want to try and force a bit of a brawl here in that town a little bit, and getting a tank onto the one flag does generally allow that to happen. So I do like what B Gaming are doing here, and again, we can see them. They've started off pretty well. They've got a little bit of damage over to Gamer, and yeah, it's not that much, but you know, all these little advantages do add up.
Every team very focused on the north side of this map here, so hopefully for Team Efficiency's sake, they can pull something out here and make it work, because right now they're looking quite slumped at the moment. Gamer already taken a little bit of damage here, so he's feeling the burn already. Till Matil takes one for himself, but it's just him poking out, trying to get some scouting down, and both teams kind of at a standstill right now. Till Matil does take a bit more damage here, but he's just frontlining for his team right now, so it's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, he's in one of the tier 9 tanks here for B Gaming, so they'll be... they're not going to be keen to bleed damage across onto those tier 9s. But
they're bleeding a lot, though.
Yeah, they are actually now. I was going to say, if they take damage on the tier 9s instead of the tier 10s, then that's fine. But now B Gaming are really getting absolutely demolished here. Tomato JP in that T57 Heavy is not having a good time. Taki's trying to get involved now in that bat chat. Party's been dropped very low, but we need to see a kill coming out here from either team before we see something happen.
Here comes Kyun Power in the mouse, looking to take some damage down onto Moore. Takes him quite low. He's on fire, actually, so he's going to be burning down Party on an absolute slither of health right now. now. Tacky does get the kill on Bohan, and seemingly out of nowhere, Big Gaming, they're able to turn this around.
Yeah, once the mouse gets involved, he puts a lot of damage across. Hasn't really taken all that much either. Utori in the WZ 111.
Him.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can ignore a mouse. It doesn't have the biggest of damage outputs, I suppose. But definitely you don't want to be letting free shots go across like what Kyung Power is able to be doing at the moment. So much damage coming out from that mouse, even though we wouldn't expect to see it. You know, it's definitely not like, it's no AMX50B or anything like that, but it can still put the damage out that it needs, and Kyung Power is going to be able to close out Bolognese there in the end. Now a 4 versus 3. Team efficiency again struggling in this one.
Yeah, it was looking really good for the start of them. They were getting the damage down, forcing the hand from B Gaming, but they just backed themselves. They doubled up on the offensive. Tacky came hooning from across the map, got in there with the Batshot, was able to dish out a ton of damage. Kyung Power, once the mouse was in the fray, it all seemed to go quite easily for them. So it's not over yet, and you can see backing himself up into a cheeky little position here, but with only 3 tanks left alive for team efficiency and quite a low health pool, nearing about half of B Gaming's, they're not in a good position to take this one. And
they're not, but I mean, it's not an unwinnable position for team efficiency either. They've all got autoloaders, so if they can catch someone off guard there, Tacky's probably going to be spotted by more, but I think Tacky should win that fight in reality.
Quite low, more 43 health left on that one. He's able to get behind cover just in time, but Matil, Kyung Power, and T4 are on the hunt now. He's not long for this world. No,
definitely not. They're all in relatively heavy tanks, I suppose, as well. Matil and Kyung Power, that is, in the mouse and the WZ 111, but they're going to be able to catch up to him anyway, and he's going to go down. So now just the Batchats alive here for team efficiency, and one of them is a tier 9 Batchat as well, so even worse, I suppose. But across the board, B Gaming are just looking so good at the moment against team efficiency here, and they, similar to EL Gaming this week, are setting themselves up for 2 5-0s in a row.
That's it. The Batchat brothers, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to defend it in time. Safi and Dexter get some nice drifts at least. They're going to go down in style, and I'm surprised Kyung Power was able to get up that very not steep angle there. So
that slight
props
mound
to him. The slight mound, I like it. But no, he's in
You got to question how a tank that big can really drive up a hill, but
drive it.
apparently they can.
Yeah. Just sheer force of will at that stage.
Yeah. Anyway, overall, it's been a very good performance here from B Gaming. And on Ghost Town as well, they've just looked a lot better than Team Efficiency have, and that's going to be that.
Yeah. Great stuff.
4-0.
B Gaming, they're just coming out of the gate swinging and not missing a single punch right now, and what looked like a bad start for them on that offense quickly turned in their favor, because once the mouse was in the fight, Tacky came along with the Batshot as well. The damage output really just skyrocketed from then on out.
Yeah, definitely. It didn't look like it was off to a great start, to be honest, for B Gaming. So I'm not sure where things went wrong for team efficiency there. I guess maybe when we have a look at the replays, like, we can have a look and see what potentially happened. But they definitely were in a very good position early on, and you know, for some reason, B Gaming was just able to bring that one back.
Well, B Gaming, they seem to be playing with confidence right now. They are backing every single one of their plays, ensuring that when they step over that line, it's not just one person going to get caught out. If one person overstays, the rest of the team come on in. All I've got is going through my mind is Tacky just going like 60 miles an hour, just straight across the screen, getting his way into the fight. It's like, my boys need me, man. I got to get in there. You can't dog the boys.
I want to see how much damage he actually was able to put out there, because potentially it was him that was able to turn things around there. I mean, we saw Kyung Power come in, and when he eventually got to the battle, he was able to put a bit of damage across as well. But I guess the replays will show us where things started to go wrong there for team efficiency. So let's go ahead and have a look and see. And yeah, again, this was like sort of after the fact. I mean, Kyung Power in that mouse. Look at how many free shots he's actually able to get across there in this short period of time.
Look, they're just, like I said during the game, they didn't have a choice but to ignore him. They can't waste valuable shells and reload time on the mouse. So they're forced to try and take out a Tori, but that takes 4 shots of Kyung to just deal the damage.
It was like a lose-lose situation there for team efficiency. Either they fire a lot of shots into the mouse and use up a lot of time trying to kill that, or they shoot the tier 9 tank, which is, you know, not as big of a threat as a tier 10. So either way, they didn't have the best of options. They went for the tier 9 tank, in the end, even if they had gone to take some shots into Kyung Power, I don't think it would have worked out all that much better for them, to be honest, either. So overall, Kyung Power in that mouse, like you said, he looked like he performed pretty well. So we'll see how much damage he got across, but I think he's going to be up there. He got a fair few free shots in.
There you go.
2,000. That's a very good result in a mouse.
Actually, only 4 of the top 7 in favor of B Gaming, and you got to commend efficiency. Even though they did go down, they started off quite strong. It just seems to be when it hits the fan and everyone is just scrambling.
When the chips are down.
That's it.
Yeah.
When the chaos ensues, it's B Gaming that come out of the smoldering ashes.
And maybe that's just because, again, team efficiency here have a new player, Bohan. Maybe there's just some issues going on with that lineup where it's not meshing quite as well as it did with Skell, perhaps something like that. But certainly it's looking like B Gaming together as a unit are feeling a little bit more comfortable here. Overall, I mean, everyone kind of contributed to that fight. There's no one below 1,000 damage, so everyone was getting in there and doing the damage they needed. But again, B Gaming coming out a little bit better, looking a little bit stronger here, heading into Himmelsdorf as our potential final map, 3rd map at the very least. It's Team Efficiency's pick, and it is kind of a weird map, actually, to be honest, for B Gaming, because they're so fantastic on the attack. They've only lost it once when they've played it, like 6 or 7 times. But on the flip side of the coin, they have actually yet to win a single round on the defensive side. So it's a very polarizing opposite for the B Gaming guys. So if they start off on the attack here on Himmelsdorf, I think they're going to win 5-0. If they start off on the defense, I think they're going to win 5-0.
Well, I guess the odds are in their favor. They only need one more round. So it doesn't matter if they never win on one side of it. All they have to do is have that high ratio on the other. So probably grinning, I'm sure, at them at the moment. But we'll have a quick look at the tank lineups to get us into Himmelsdorf.
And B Gaming's going to start on the attack. So this is dangerous now for Team Efficiency. They will get a 4005 into this one, and it's, not a bad pick, actually, in this setup for Team Efficiency. There's a few tanks on B Gaming's lineup that can potentially, take a big chunk of damage. The AMX-50Bs, of course, as well as the Bat Chat and the 1390. And even to an extent, the 113, I mean, it's not the most armored of heavy tanks, right? It's not like an E100 or an IS-7 or something like that. So not a bad choice here for Team Efficiency to pick that 4005. But I'm still going to go with B Gaming here. I just think their record on attack on Himmelsdorf is good enough, and they're just going to be able to pull it through.
We'll have to see what they go with here. And we've seen some interesting strategies already on Himmelsdorf today. So a lot of variance that this map offers for teams to exploit here. So wouldn't be surprised to see B Gaming, who have shown a lot of variance today, show some more. And straight off the bat, we can see Team Efficiency 7 strong, just going straight to that 1 cap.
That's a little strange from Team Efficiency. They've got really no presence at all towards that 2 cap, which unfortunately for them is exactly where B Gaming is heading.
Yeah, this is flipped a coin, and unfortunately they got the tails right now as B Gaming. They're going to actually have little to no resistance. I'm leaning more towards no, unless of course Dexter can maybe get a stray shot up the hill. But
I don't know, he's in the RU251, so if anyone from Team Efficiency is going to be able to scout out this 2 flag, it is going to be Dexter. I mean, he could probably rotate up there as well and try and hold an angle, but in reality, yes, the FV4005 is quite a scary prospect here for B Gaming, but just a single FV4005 with no backup, that's not scary at all. And B Gaming, they're just charging right into this 2 flag, exactly what they need to do. They don't have the information, but they're just sort of like YOLOing it in a sense, straight down onto that 2 flag. It's going to work out so well for them. They are going to get in the perfect positions here. I'm not exactly sure what Team Efficiency is doing.
Look, Gravity being the 8th member here for B Gaming, as they were absolutely hauling down that incline there. Decline rather.
Yeah.
So Dexter, he's going to be the draw on the short straw here and have to go search the treacherous cityscape of Himmelsdorf. But little unbeknownst to him, there is actually no angry tanks there ready to kill him.
Well, Till is going to get on towards that 2 flag now here for B Gaming. And unfortunately for Team Efficiency, they're going to have a really long rotate to get up there in all of those heavy tanks. The FV4005, it's not the quickest of tanks either. So he might be able to get across and do a bit of damage earlier than the rest of his teammates, but I suspect he's probably just going to rotate up there and wait for his team. So I'm a little disappointed to see B Gaming actually not get 2 tanks on this cap here, because if they had have known where Team Efficiency was, they would have just stuck 3 guys on that flag, and they would have capped it out, and Team Efficiency wouldn't have been able to do diddly squat about it. Unfortunately, though, they didn't do that, but, I mean, still, B Gaming have put themselves in a really good spot.
Yeah, Dexter's just moving his way on up. He does have Sappy bringing him up the rear.
He does. I mean, to be honest, Bohan here in the 113, he kind of has to do something pretty quickly. I mean, there's 60 seconds left on the clock here, but they need to figure out what exactly B Gaming is doing here on this attack. They need to figure out where B Gaming is set up and try and get something in this one.
Yeah, they really put all their eggs in one basket right now, and they're just dropping them all over the place. Gamer trying to get the interrupt tip. He can't seem to find it, and we can see the flank from Dexter and Safi up on the top. But B Gaming, they've planned ahead. They have one member watching that just in case, and Matil, he's getting so much time on this one. Unless they poke around that corner, there's really nothing they can do about it. But guess who's lying in wait? It's Tomato, JP, and friends.
Yeah, this is tough now for Team Efficiency. Only 30 seconds left to play with here. Bohan, he should be able to get the reset onto Matil, I think. I don't know. That's a tough angle to hit. Maybe if he has a HE shell.
He forces it.
Yeah, it looks like Matil is going to back out off there, but this is... Tacky going to get 1 for 1. The 4005, I don't know how much damage he did to the bat chat there, actually. To be honest, it could have been a 1-0. I'm not sure. I completely missed it. But, well, it definitely hasn't been a good result there for B Gaming.
Dexter falls down on the back of that one. Now Bolognese trying to find a kill onto T4, but he's wisely backing off, making sure he's not going to take in too much damage. Here comes a Tori and Tomato JP just hooning around the side of that one. Bolognese, you're in a bad spot, mate. You're just going to get 3v1'd.
Yep.
Destroyed.
Nothing he could do there. B Gaming again reading the situation pretty well. Oh, that's a big shot from the 4005.
Wow.
Moore is really stepping up today, and I honestly think that one on Sataki was a one-shot, and if it was, he'll be sitting up towards the top of the damage charts. But in reality, like, he just hasn't done enough. He's done so much damage, but the rest of the Team Efficiency guys haven't had the best of times, and that dangerous threat of the FV4005 is going to be taken down here by B Gaming. It's now a 3 versus 4, although now 3 versus 3. Still, B Gaming, once that AMX 50B comes off the reload here, I think Team Efficiency is going to be going down.
It looks like they will just be sacrificing Bohan here at Party. He's on the run. Kyun Power picks up that one. Now Gamer in the firing lines here. Matil trying to take the 1v, but he is quite low. Don't know if that was an attack or just a ram, because he got taken down about 400. Kyun Power can't seem to make up his mind who he wants to support here. Looks like they will just be sacrificing Matil, knowing he's a less valuable tank here. Well, Party takes him out.
Yeah, it's not a great situation there for Party. He has to waste precious shells on that tier 8 tank of the 1390. Kyun Power will be off the reload relatively shortly here, and he's going to be able to probably clean up Gamer. Lord needs to be careful. He doesn't want to actually lose his life here to Gamer, and it's not worth him peeking. Kyun Power's got 1 shot left in the clip here, which he can probably fire into the side of Party. I don't know. Party, is he going to be able to close this one out?
He's only got 233 health left to 780, so
that's 2 shots. You should know Kyun Power doesn't have another shot left.
He's giving him too much time, but maybe Party wasted a few too many onto Matil and forced to reload himself.
Kyun Power will be coming off the reload relatively shortly here, and, well, Party, yeah, it's a difficult situation. It's winnable for him, but he's going to need to get a little bit lucky, let's be real.
Party just making his way down. He knows he's in a world of hurt right now with no real way out, but Death. Kyun Power comes around the corner, gets the shot, gets the kill, and they take it 5-0. B Gaming, what an incredible series.
Exactly. B Gaming once again coming out and 5-0ing their opponent there. Kyun Power clutching it out in the end, but he had everything in his favor there, right? He needed to take 2 shots to him, and he only needed to deal 1. So in that situation, he was, generally speaking, always going to win the fight. So overall, a very, very good performance again coming out from B Gaming. Lackluster for Team Efficiency. And, well, a 5-0 coming out there. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought Team Efficiency was going to have a bit of a better run of it. But after their performance yesterday against Horseman, it's, you know, again, they're just not... They're not hitting their peak at the moment.
Yeah, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board here and really find out what are the issues and how they can rectify them, because that's just not the Team Efficiency we're used to seeing. It's very inefficient of them to be not utilizing every single tank that they have at their disposal here, and that just seems to be, they just seem to be throwing them away without a goal in mind, essentially.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a lot of good things to take away there for Team Efficiency. Moore in the FV4005 was doing work,
yeah,
but for some reason, things just weren't working out there for Team Efficiency. I mean, the initial start for Team Efficiency wasn't great, where they were on the wrong side of the map and had to sort of scramble for position a little bit, but, you know, they probably should have been able to bring that back, considering how much damage Moore was doing.
Let's take a look at how that game went down, and just how your boys, B Gaming, standing for your boy gaming, were able to win that one away. It doesn't really stand for that, guys. Just relax.
I don't even know if it stands for anything apart from just B Gaming.
I've made it. I thought it was like Beast Gaming or something like that.
Maybe.
Because then in their little undertag, it doesn't have anything to do with either. It's just like expert tankers.
Entertainment tankers.
That's it. Entertainment tankers. So.
I don't know. Anyway, at the end of the day, really, it was a pretty easy cleanup here for B Gaming to deal with these tanks. I think Lod might have caked it a little bit against Gamer, to be honest.
Sure.
You know, bouncing a couple of shells there and taking a few in response. So the job could have been a little bit easier for B Gaming, but I mean, as long as you get it done in the end.
That's it. And yeah, did it bounce a few there, and unfortunately turning a 2v1 into a 1v1, but in the end it didn't matter as B Gaming were able to take away the win here. And unfortunately for Party, couldn't seem to clutch it up as Kyung Power comes around the corner here, does take the first shot against him, but is able to quickly readjust and take him out quite
He knew
handily.
he only needed one shot, so he had the time to really aim down, make sure he landed that shot, and of course was able to pick it up in the end there. So overall, a pretty good performance from B Gaming. We'll have a look at the post-battle stats. FE4005 for more, did some good work. Only 3 shots coming out and nearly 3,000 damage, but Party and Kyung Power, really the two to speak of there. The two AMX-50Bs, they put up so much damage, and were definitely the takeaways for their team.
Yeah, and look, despite having 4 of the 7 in on team efficiency and the top of the damage, they
Oh, well, that's where the difference is, isn't it?
Yeah, we wait till we got to that second screen, and all of a sudden,
Yep.
who's coming up the rear? It's Bolognese, Safi, and Dexter. They just couldn't. It felt like these 3 just couldn't find their footing the entire series long.
No, I mean, to be honest, Bolognese and Safi, and Dexter to a lesser extent, who tends to be the one in the tier 8 tanks, they all tend to perform very well for team efficiency.
I know.
And seeing them come out here today and not having the best of games, it is a little disappointing, I think. So, you know, probably heading into next week, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board. As we've seen, they've lost well, they've won one, lost today, but they definitely haven't had the performance that we would have expected from team efficiency this week. So next week, they're going to really have to go back to the drawing board, think about what's going on here, counter-strat their opponents like they did in that 1 week where they looked fantastic, and hopefully they're going to be able to come back here and really challenge for that top 4 spot at the moment, which it looks like it's under jeopardy.
Well, B Gaming currently on the up and up. I would hate to be the team that has to face off against them next week, because right now they're looking nigh unstoppable, 2-5-0, something of course we expect out of EL, but B Gaming coming from that 5th position here on the leaderboard, now really presenting themselves at one of the top teams.
Yeah, they'll definitely be very much securely in that 3rd spot. So looking forward to seeing them play next week.
All right, guys, we are going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, we got Karen Tigers taking on Meltdown. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in 10.